Who is Jasmine Lowe? I don't freaking know.
In 2012, I graduated from college without a clue of what I would do or where I would go. I didn't have a job, and I had this looming idea of going to grad school floating around in my mind, but I wouldn't be able to start classes for another year because I wanted to wait until I had a better clue of what I was going to do with the degree. It was during this year that I took up running, the year when I found myself in the outdoors hiking, and when I got the courage to finally travel on my own. It was an incredibly pivotal point in my life that changed who I was and how I saw the world forever. However, whenever I reflect on who I was and who I am now, I struggle to pinpoint me, which is why I asked my sister for help in describing Jasmine Lowe.
Jasmine is a writer. She's vegan. She's a hiker. She's interested in politics, the environment, the animals. She dabbles in a little of everything.
My sister and I ended up having a conversation about me and why I decided to start this podcast.
Jasmine, why are you starting this podcast?
I'm starting a podcast. I'm starting it because now is the time more than ever that we need to hear from other voices that are different from the ones that we've been hearing from over the years. I wanted to shed a light on people in my own life who have insights, not just the typical things that I talk about in a lot of my other writing. I don't really talk about the environment as much, and it's funny because it means so much to me. Like, I went vegan for the environment and for the animals and for health reasons as well. But yeah, today is the day. Now is the time.
What is this podcast gonna be about?
What is this podcast going to be about? Well, like I said, it's going to be about the environment, but it's also going to be about encouraging people to go out into nature, and it's going to be about having adventures. Too often I hear from young kids, they've never been camping before, they've never been here before, they've never seen a cow before, and that's kind of sad. I grew up, very fortunate in an environment where I got to see different farm animals, and I was able to travel and see different places and things, and I've carried that love of the environment and our world till this day, and I want to pass it on to the next generation. I want to pass it on to you. I want you to love the earth as much as I do, because this is technically the only planet we have at the moment.
What can we expect from this podcast?
What can we expect from this podcast? Well, we could definitely expect some interesting interviews and some people with some insight. I don't know everything, and I know that there's other people out there that have expertise where I lack. I'm learning with you. I'm interviewing these people for you, whereas you may not run into these people in your day-to-day life. And I think this podcast will point you in the right direction to find new information.
Me and my sister are quite different. If she has a podcast, I'm sure it's gonna be political, environment, conversations that incite you and make you think and get you motivated to advocate for people. Now, if I had a podcast, it would be about all the shows that I watch. If you do like the stuff that I talk about that my sister does, stay and listen to that. But if you also like things like The Bachelor, follow me on Instagram at Bachelor_commentary. I got lots of memes and videos and updates about the Bachelor franchise. I'm trying to branch out. I might start a podcast myself, but unlike my sister, I don't ever finish nothing. So let's hope in the next few years I might have something up. But I'm really proud that she's doing this. She has people that she's interviewing and talking to about these great issues. I'm excited to see how it's gonna go. Cause me, I'm on my gap year, unemployed, not really looking for a job. But if you need someone to be an influencer or like a personality or maybe hosting another type of podcast, hit me up at Natasha Lowe. All right, I'm out. Bye.